Facebook live video. I think there was some kind of technical problem. Well, an video again, so you were only hearing the audio. Okay, quickly, I want to give you a rundown of program that I'm going to present to you tonight. Because Manna read it for a very long time on Facebook Live. Nata can clip privately, why Manna Facebook Live, forget about all these things. No. I was doing something very important more than coming to Facebook Live. Some of you know what I was on. Needless to say anyway. But that's fine. First of all, left them for number one. A lot of things left Melonko recently. Melonko, they were full of misconception. Molla Koto, Masakundara Koto, Iman Kenote, Manyin Kenoten. And one of those things where people were saying that peacekeepers came from Liberia, sorry, not Liberia, Darfur, Sudan. That was the worst lie in the recent times, Tonyantot. So I'll first of all make that clear to everyone. Ko peacekeeper member of Darfur, niage natulumena imela hard currency la wolumfong in dollars. Niage market. It was to their advantage. Ya jameka $700 out of 1,025. I will not tell you, I'm not going to be the official announcer here, how much these soldiers are paid now. They are very, very happy in their houses. You can call them if you know any of them. Yele Jokafilm, remarkably, Yakafila Bakafam is heavily increased. Thanks to coalition government. Their payment is heavily increased. Even, they were not even thinking of that. Somebody is expecting $700. I will not tell you the official figure. No, I'm not going to say it. I have the figure. But just find out. The reason why when they came from Darfur, it took them a day or so before they were paid. People started rolling their mouths. Imagine, peacekeeper na remegiono. No. The hard currency was already in Central Bank of the Gambia. In US dollars. But they are trying to see a figure that's going to be the best for them. Purka kafu. Okafuro ni ebola aranikang so that they can isa kafu no nyamen. So that means peacekeepers are more happy now than before. If you ask them, because somebody expecting 700. So if you have anything above 700 now, I'm not going to give you, I'll not be the official announcer here, no. Just like in the case of when they appointed Masana Kind as special aid. I told people, as far as I know, there is no office in Banjul where it's written Office of Special Aid, but I know an office called CDS, Office of CDS. I told you guys subsequently, he is going to be the CDS. I said this, and it's on record. But in the end, it happened. So this thing also, I don't want to be the official announcer here to say that this is the amount given to them. But I just want to tell people that many kata around kafe man peacekeeper jono tonyante de amanke me jono de. The money came from United Nations and it was kept in the Central Bank of the Gambia in dollars, hard currency. So now instead of giving them $700, there is a larger amount, far more than $700, given to each of them monthly, multiplied by 12 months. So this is the job the coalition has done. Bravo. In fact, Sogarol Found, they decided to run from Yundum Barracks to Banjul because of happiness. I just want to tell people. So those of you who are going around telling people that soldiers did not receive their salary, it's a blue lie war. I beg, please, change your rumor mongering. Try to say something at least that is even closer to truth than to think of things, a mere fabrication. So that was not the case. Just to tell you, you can call them if you have any relative among them. Soldiers are more happy than now than before, because their payment is increased from 700 to a very, very large amount. That I'm not here to tell you, but you can find out. This is not a secret, but you can find out from them. So I just want to make that straight to anyone melanko you have the notion ko iman sogoro jono tenenten comment like as I used to say, some people are on fault finding mission. They only want to find faults. Anywhere that can be used, anything that can be used as a fault, is a try and use to the best of their ability to see until I cannot fault. But we are here, as far as we know, we will not allow that. Yes. Yes, you can criticize. Kadafiro keno isi mo jale no. Bari butung na man jale ko fana nga man kadafiro ko ga kana jale. Mul kakal sidro ko kumo fo dron melanga manke. Na lafta Gambia kulon alta Gambia. I can see in the audience mulbe lamo kamena ko they are high personnels. Even military commanders are listening here right now. Mulbe lamo kanjang, I will not tell you the name. It's a whole commanding officer listening to me. So people should be very, very mindful about what they say about the military. Gambian military are happy now, as far as peacekeeping is concerned, in the first place. Because Amanke Mejono, they were trying to increase their pay and they have done that. So they are very, very happy. They receive something that no peacekeeper, as far as troops contributing countries were concerned, we call it TCC. Yekodomen soto, monamanta TCC le okodisiva soto. Ekame TCC, troops contributing countries. So they got a lot of money. And let me tell you, Gambia is almost the only country, melanko ala peacekeeper, not a peacekeeping na ekajo in hard currency. Other countries like, I don't want to name places, they pay them their soldiers in their local currencies. But Gambia, ikejo dollar. But Africa banko do yemena ko ni bota peacekeeping na o banko la kodo nye ka fali ikejo wala. Asiata bang, adoyata bang, ikejo wala. But Gambia ka dollar mal dila. They give you hard earned currency ila ibulo kono yete ya falling. People are listening. The commander is telling me you are right. Go ahead. We are with you all the way. Thank you, sir. So that's that. I'm not here to defend soldiers or this and this, but Tonya, give the devil its due. And I want to say this also. You people, almem ben kafoto kafol menyanko comme nimbankol benda, bankol beben Africa sogoro ka ben kafol men ka fay Africa endeavor. Mission do ka samo sanka ka signanani. Nkake nka banko tombong. U banko tombong ka nyadi America government la ka banko tombong. US Army for that matter. Ye banko choose banko melan ko bita wolto. In computing strategy, a technical workshop, a form of training and in field exercise. A la first, a la meeting for initial planning conference. That initial planning conference, Africa Banco Belka Bengi, including Tubabu Banco Remember Sweden, Denmark, France, of course USA, Olaka organized, UK, Mbelaka Bangladesh. So yeah, I just want to say this. Gambia was among the first 5 countries, melancholy in discipline, and in conduct, and in military awareness. Gambia the first 5. I just want to let people understand this thing. Now, Banco be befoten, Tubabo Lord, about Kala Tubabo Lola, Tubabo no men for correct, Ninde man for correct, but no Tubabo for correct, Tubabo call, men correct, because we believe that Tubabo, whatever they say is correct, is correct. Wala Gambia the first 5 left among the best 5. So if Africa is more than 50-something countries, for example, if Gambia is among the first 5, then what Gambia Army is very good. Yes, Gambia Army more than you to Latin. Nim Army blood like a dunia kono. Nke mako yele fonla. I gave you people an example in Liberia. Bankudo malafke banko in tofu. Ntatake, all the contingent commanders were told to talk to their troops to establish communication. Pour in le banco di amaka from Futat Liberia seng no casualty, momon barama tenenten, things like that. Gambia, that time, Gambia, we are the first country to establish communication. 4, Nambadi Africa Banco do Mako Jefang, email antenna lono. They could not fix their antenna. We helped them. This stupid army that you think we were. wala ka bankulo mako many anko people think wala betam fang amangere diamola. Gambia army is very very professional, I can tell you. Because number one, dunia dawda al siginen ka roke al tubabul nginen ka bawo ni wala men falbe lala itata army dunia dawdang the first measurement ika army la professionalism anal discipline check menna wala food drill wala major. I just want to say this put I understand. As far as army is concerned, the first method, the first weapon, the first system, the first whatever, how I can give it all titles. You can même follow check sogoro koto kaji before. Nina professionalism and discipline is up to standard. Walamu, how you can perform your foot drill, how to march. In fact, this is why during the time of field force, nil after selection okale, a major organized. After the march pass, this march pass will attract young men and they will join the field force. Walakake. So ning as a military personnel, nima majo no drong, ila military yatingata. Given the first impression, you like a majo no march briskly, ila majo correct. Your personal food drill is correct. You can all the kunying, toina. I discipline sorle, and there's military professionalism in him. So Gambia was sorle. Thank you very much. Nyun kone bro we miss you so much, yes. So Gambia army, ile jobalia juna, ila kairo namu. It was not something that Komen Kodo Mansodo or Tenenten, no. This money came from United Nations and it was in the Central Bank of the Gambia in hard currency. And just to tell you, almost Gambia the Malakoke, almost, name a peacekeeper but a peacekeeping na, like America TCC, troops contributing countries, that type of peacekeeping, right now. Right now there's a new contingent there. Many of you said Gambia, they are keeping peace in Darfur. They are helping the Darfurians. Ibike jo Gambian dala sole ke jo dollar. Gambia France so keno ya okay. Banku kar kajo in their own local currency, banku kar katen bari moke e kajo in dollars. Adinga nanko bibila nen Gambia okay. Molbe wulla kota ke ba flako he Gambia kula ke mona mamenke. Watra ka kudla dol tole. So this is why people have to know stories. Algena ka stories so moy membe kerim mo be kanyim be long wala ne ko londo do long do fana do long. Mo be kanyim be long na ni ma melong inen karok. So in case ni yoke sama fang ni go from now on Gambia army ni boda peacekeeping en begula in dalasle abakala nangamti. Mona ni mojo $1,000 for example. $1,000 equivalent to dalasi. Is it not the same? It's the same. Yes. Kad hard currency mete mun jone ba falin nale. A mete nyon faya falin. You must change it. You must utilize it. You must use it. Alright? So I'll say nyama. Gambia army is a professional army. More the title be like a boy scout. No, they are not boy scout. They are very, very professional. Ikele training ka nyamale. They go according to training manual standard. UK, let me just take example from UK and USA. The same BFT, the same CFT, like a combat fitness test, basic fitness test, the same. In fact, it's more difficult to do it in the Gambia than UK because of the weather condition. So if you can pass BFT in the Gambia, neither the UK nor Koto, you'll take even force letal. Yes. Momo BFT cannot carton, Momo BFT cannot basse, Momo BFT cannot farafenye, Nimo BFT can UK on Sweden or Sweden, even force letal. Because of the weather condition. So I'll say Gambia America Membeka 2 is all borrowed from outside. It's all according to international standard. Hani a quarter guard. I was watching the quarter guard of Fajara Barracks. This Sagin Jallo also. And the drill was very perfect. I don't know him, but when I was in the army, he was not there. But he's a sergeant now. But it's very, very perfect the way I drill Kenyamin. And I see Longo drill is part of army work. As a soldier, Niman drill no drong ila sogaratingata. That means you have no discipline. Because discipline can measurement can start work. If you want to know the discipline of a soldier, well, how he or she performs his or her food drills. Now mo no drong ama discipline so because for discipline so for fan kulu ni ko come to attention ni attention ibe tenkundi be mamang no figiting no makumako. What discipline so la? Alright? So alisa lo nyama. ni mo bataje carte fo fana man jamfa ni parliamentary carte fo mbebe fala mo la mo ko birin dunia lota monna mamoy president wa trasiring mol ka fako e parlement lota nin député bébé président ka fo patieto woto o man sekunda ni mo dictateur le mode wonyum wuliya anyum niamoy misconcept wala misconcept wonta toñat because there is no point of ruling a government if those parliamentarians under you are all in opposition. That means they can even tell you, they can the vote of no confidence. They can one day sit down and say, okay, il est president, ama nyafa ye bonde. Simple. Wala na, hani America, mighty America. Nyimembe marololten fenke science I don't even know his name because I don't like him. Membe marololten. Wala representative le siala mo bet. Wala ba na marolo keno ni wonta dron ete marolo keno la. Hani jawra la tama ka ko nyama. President membe marolo dron ye karto fay president me there is no point ye karto fay mo do député siranto. What are you are hypocrite. I just want to say this. If anybody voted for the coalition ya fay president wa winter say ya fay mama kan la parti moy o APRC what are you are hypocrite. Yes, ni be fala kuto le ka fa kuto la anada gebe baren ka kuto subo no le bar kuto da ge man la fala hani whatata. If you vote for the president you have to vote for his candidate ay melonde ni mo ka dron you are hypocrite pour ngani fa ay tum mo be tulo ko ni amoy dictator wala mu president malanga akaluwa al bondi apakata true parliament wo omari se dictator president malanga ka sidra for sign ni mo me moto borundola ni la montro gibe o la telephone ke tulo $1,000 alaman no parliament o from dictator president malanga ka fa mbesila for 1,000 years dictator but the president man go 2 times o man ka dictator so nsi men fono mole mo alan ko karto ya fay nyin coalition le adam baro na la timo molu woto wala député ala di wala nala ma di wala dron ye fond nenne wala min ko you are a crook il after la boom flakon and you can only sleep in one house. So you have to vote for their candidates. If not, momo for don't to that. Nana mamu can parliament I balance. Mum balance le vote balance. Wala anytime you pass a bill, that bill will be there. Mo be nyo fanga la fala ka nyo dan fang. Mo ka nyo call telephone ko du kare mako don tenenten. No, we don't want to see that situation in the Gambia. Honey, ye bill ka president bill di for example, Minister of Interior il after loi donat la president bill di la ka lafta ngina nyeke loi de Interior Minister Assembly Parliament. I have to half. And you have to have a high percentage. For example, 2020. What will be at down you have to use your phone. You can do qualify to get a place 10. Ha ye mo fla conference I 22. I love to masakunda sifal. Hani malafol. Abe two ale karto be di coalition. Momo fala mari ñu ulu jahanaba dimba. Momen ka fala ha parlement ñu balance. Mum balance le boto. Balance. Why are you balancing it? Equalata moment na marlo koteke. Sorry. Nalu not be jolon. Ilata moment na marlo already yake president. Why be lafla nakata now asito president sirankang ilafta na dum parlement kono. Nyo sabo kakaji. Otoman la fo president la. Anda no moy min tole. Obe kaka dularo way ala fana way. That's not nice. Once you elected somebody to be the president of that a particular country, amari ay momo itanda ko because for example niko Jara West ko len ka lafta gimale law under the coalition whatever I don't know which party, all right ya mari tombong e ko ngene dia la lota so coalition o kale ko sign to le ngina tombong wala mo na député pour aller carte fay opposition like Mama Kande or Yajame because the two oppositions now, as far as I'm concerned, these are the two. I don't want to hear their names. If I can bury their names, I'm going to bury it. Because they are not doing anything good. So, ni te carte de l'odron, what can be? I don't take carte of any president press. What am I carte of? I'm just telling people this because I bolo nyama. Mona mama ka fa parlement no kena fengala tenne agenda balance mun balance nyo sabo. That means you are preparing for nyo sabo. Debate. Mun debate la moti. Ni debate mo down wrong debate. ya may parliament ba debate kam what hanbi imantra kanklin because even the civilized world ngamenikali civilized world nim president bilo de la ministre la pass ala parti mo be tout men bataya will be a vote like straight they vote yes they will never vote no why ite parti men tombong adu lata ko nyima sekunda kendol ta luwa kendol taman why ba fala no why are people trying to kafumo ko ha ni president soto melan ko parlement be batlea o mu dictator o man ka dictator de wonyo wulia momo fa yewulu if anybody send that you are a liar that's not dictatorship o man ka dictatorship dictatorship is when you can make something a law without passing through the parliamentary system then that person is a dictator or there's no time limitation if the president as long as he can win you are a dictator yes or even a single majority is win no often you are a dictator yes you do ko nga kar bayle without due process often dictator eka wala bonde comme eka mo soro ka be kar be soronna amari soron eko lo hey kar soron wala dictator baraka foko because you have upper representation in the parliament where eka dictator momo fa mari yegulu anybody momo fa la mari be wuli tonante atodulato amari buko na raje buko men aje seven buku jumalto and even if anybody want to bluff you about this constitution thing alkana worry anything about constitution of the Gambia, just go to Google it. Just go to Google Constitution of the Gambia. Full stop. Pam. Press the enter button. It will come. Ababet and Lela. There was never a school in the Gambia. Primary school, secondary school, and the high school in the Melan Kumukaraje, Kagambia Lua Karankame, Gambia, the Constitution of the Gambia. Abaka Karamblat. You only have to buy the pamphlet. A pamphlet or sang read. Abanda. Or you Google it. It's already in the Google. Google it and read it. That's all. Go to your laptop. Google it while you are participating in that interview, whatever. Then you are reading it. When people are not seeing you, you can read. You can answer any question. That's that. This is different. I'm not talking about lawyers. Professionally, they were lawyers. They were forced to learn it. Because as a lawyer, you must learn the constitution of the country that you are serving as a lawyer. Because atlan luwa lebele luwa kunton kote. Luwa melan kole masakunda mara. But konga ben fumo le dron, ni momo lafta fangala komate ate gambele mara luwa long. Momo lafta kala. Ala inen ka akaran karam muju malto. Ama akaran karam mujo de. Amari pamphlet lo sang, you buy the booklet, read it. Read. That's all. Tijaman lo mo ngara ka fe the constitution of Gambia says this. No. Amansura karambundo. Ata karambundo. That's all. Salsa lo nyama. Karte fo fana man jamfa. Ale karte fay adama barona la coalition timole. Sign hana trafang ni ko UDP le londi, fenkele NRP le londi tenenten. Namaro mol lota wolle coalition ko. NRP le candidate fo ni adama bilo passa ba fala hani bam. Hani ato fala mona na bo fala because NRP la boss aba adama masakunda ko as a minister. So ba fala yes. This is not a problem. That's not a problem at all. All the like my party Jumanan Koteke Bolondimbo na party. No, not Bolondimbo. It was not part of them. Okay, like my father party, Oje Gelo la party, Ahmad Bala party, and in Adamala party, and in independent candidate union, for example. Ninga atra mole lota eko my father party wala in London, for example. Oko UDP ile in London, Oko coalition ile in London. But all these people I mentioned, ningole momolo de fanamari winter sign. Ning adama below the minister, for example, Minister of Interior, as someone in Parliament, sign Prukan below debate. 4. Adam Fenke, Amar Balamo, Abafalo below, Abafalo Nobang, Atofala, because Nako no, you are trying to cut your boss. Ila boss similar to Kumpla, because Ila boss is a state minister. Aro state minister, Masakunda, no Masakunda Queta, Ala minister of Burkala Uluna, Atakala minister anymore. So therefore, Hanata patili be molo di fanye. Omanka kawali kude, omanka prolonte de. That's not a problem because all those parties are in the government. But the party member participate government kono. What are ways it raises eyebrows? If you are a party and you are not representing in that government, that means that a government or a party where you are a potential opposition, for example, because you are not thinking of anything. There is no repercussion because even if that government fails, you are not part of them. But a government, a party that is representing, for example, my Fatla party, my is a minister, Ahmad Ba is a minister, OJ is a minister. So Sayamara, OJ, Fanfanka OJ support, Eka Ahmad Ba support, Eka my support, Eka Adam support, Nim Bilo pasta. Adute, wala ticket wala ka parliament. Ubilo ba wala iba wala yes. You not say no because if you say no, that means iko party melango loyal taya. You want to kill that party now. But mo melango atamantra masakunda kono. Wo safono no because you have nothing to lose because you are not part of the government. This is a very very simple theory. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand this. Nda famar kana Facebook live de. I'll come to radio tomorrow, inshallah, Rabbi, in one way or other, because at the moment I'm technically handicapped. But when you're to come to radio, there are two ways of coming. If I cannot come in one way, I'll come in other way. There are a lot of friends I need to call after this video to say hello to them because we have not been talking for a very long time now. And I was very, very busy. This is need to know basis. Some of the closest people to me understood what I was on. So it's not bad. You cannot come on the radio live and tell everyone, hello, I'm going to do this. No. You think many of them are privileged to know what we are on. It's fine. The rest is going to be a story. So that's that. But that is that. Party along kode, you are not representing in the government. Adul after as parliamentary. Then you could be a potential stumbling block because near below pass Nico no. Yes, what do you have anything to regret? No. But you are part of Ahmad Ba's party and Ahmad Ba is a minister. Slandim below pasta. Ahmad Ba ticket or lot or like a deputy. Same Adama Bilonata, I Bilonata Prano Masakunda Bay. So Ahmad Ba Londi. Are you going to say no to that bill? If you say no to that bill, that means you don't like Ahmad Ba. Do you have to be a minister to be in the government? I'm not saying that Bakar Keta. I'm not saying that you have to be a minister to be in the government, more for. But you have to be something, you have to hold a position in the government and become part of the government. Like I was part of the government and I've never been a minister and I will never be a minister in life. Let me just say that. I was a soldier of Gambia Armed Forces for 22 years. Alright? That means I was part of Gambia government because I was part of GG, central government. Alright? So you have to be a government employee. Then you are part of that government. But if you're not an employee, then you are looking for a position like a parliamentarian and you are not holding any position, for example, then you are not part of the government yet until God helps you to become a parliamentarian. Then you can be part of the government. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Keta. That's what I mean. But nim position of the government kono kay akata whether you are sanitation assistant, like now people don't say cleaner. Han Sweden jam for local voter. Cleaner because the word is bad. You don't call them cleaners. You call them sanitation assistant. In Sweden, you call local voter or local care. So, Nimus sanitation assistant from the farm, you are part of the government. So, at least, o government yen, Nimo Boeta, that means if what a local sign, so be still a boy like La Flora. But Niman positions to the government, you are not part of the government. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about ministerial post. Honey, you have to have a position in that government. If you are not holding a position, you are just a local. No position. You don't mind because you have nothing to lose. But you are a primary school teacher. Maybe. okay, teaching for man position to be anko maybe nimma sekunda falanda si bay no tenenten but position do be yemena anko ni boto nimma sekunda bota ge drong e ka bugel straight like a minister wala na ko do be hanim ma fu moy fang if people want to push people to what they want to hear, they will hear it. Yalan ko do be there is no way to decorate it. Decorate no la même ngana kala niak même ngana kala mola wala ka kela tonya bem kilomol be tonya la fala o yegulia fo two things wala tonya o gulia left or right, yes, front or rear. This is it. Shabole jam so moma lan ka bella mo kan bi nañu Facebook live melan kon famata kala for a very very long time nalbe karto dila ala di masakunda molla patle menanko wala ben lead can sign, they are representing us nalma di la drong, you are creating potential stumbling blocks in the parliament and throw away this notion ko ha parliament no nalbe je nim mo bebe ruling party dictatorship is the worst lie in recent times. This is very, very different from dictatorship. A dictator is a president melanko aka lua bondi lua melanka bata through parliamentary procedure. Whether Omar dictator, but once a bill, because I follow lua a bill has been passed to the parliament, ya debate, near debating for sign is ekonyin ko ya adoption of ya adopt ya ka lua, then it's not that guy is not a dictator. So, itamar kenola as a president, ninga trema upper hands in the parliament. So you should have upper hands, and it's going to be hypocritical of anyone. Ye kadro fa inte president, ye kadro fa inte president. Saying inte president amuru kote ganko, inte yim mo karla tombon jara wes consequences. For example, nga karla tombon baba nisi ngalo tombon pura ka député. Ye kadro dindra bar saying nko nga baba nisi tombon. You elected me. Now it's my duty to elect or to nominate somebody. The president always asks, especially this new government. Jara wesi kalin ngala almo tombo melanko ntulisa londe jumala nyafa mo jumala ale mo jumala like jaran ko la fam mo tombo na ko bakan ko le mo tombo nyame Mr. Toure ko Mr. Toure tombo nyame ten ale mo tombo den president sa okay ndafana ina tombo nga approve le ale kadro fayo nala man kadro fayo do mo kadro fayo de la do anywhere donc you are a crook mo la moti imu tapala walti imanka mo korekrenti ilafti la bon fula kono ila bon kelen kono it's better you don't even vote for him abolo nyama even Donald Trump right now near abamarlo kenola the upper hand whether in the senior senate lambang for the junior senate lambang I don't know their housing system but whatever the case majority be about clear na bilo pass do member for the yes le special ni on tata marlo kenol del vote of no confidence iba bondla you can never rule as a president ni dipitolu karakelon bebe opposition if you are 40 ni député talu le bebulu kan sababe wolu bebe opposition 20 wolum fane be bondla because tati ngi mena ko vote of no confidence ibe akaten ten we don't want him ibe gila president wolum fane be fangla people don't know these things they know it why are people saying ha parliament o kaftenente nyosaba ngana kala ni wonta ten mu nyosaba la wonti nyosaba parliament ndula dunia mbabe kala nyosaba de Gambia nyosaba dron alfana way nyosaba president ya tombola 2 times Allah de menala tombon ala mari bulala 2 times ok na la first 5 year tamoke ama keku nin karte fosida ala da fam bondige ni am parliamentary fam ala da bondi na ma keku bar na keku ala karto di la kote commencer last mandat to la mandat ala last option ala last cabinet le fam how do you call it ala last chance na lo chance band mo do fana na but as far as it le karto faya mari lota abege give him all necessary and moral support pour kaje ko ala marlo keno nyama bigo ni wonta do ko keno la ni wonta naka hana ko lafta bara banjul lafta ge brigla ata asama parlement e ko non opposition ko non o ko do siatla atakala albe development sur la nyaadle you never have development Now the man upper hands in the parliament. Of course, we are going to have more than, if 75% more than that will be for the government. I can tell you that. You know, be a if people think people are stupid, many call me all stupid. Cartel be alla so beta two aliadi masakundal. Mama Kande, don't even Mama Kande la for the APRC and Mama Kande. Don't even vote for them. Nale cartel fire drum. Even after the salary muta cancel to mumana, it a fenkenola, they cannot do anything. It a fenkenola. Nothing. It a fenkenola. They cannot do anything. Ale mon men tombong. Ibejan imam kukeno, imam bondron kokono. Ya jamen is the mal is an Israel for dunia bang. It a problem sotla. Ya jamen will never give them problem. APRC maje, I was very happy now. My sound kan eka sound nam party dolto, like UDP coalition whatever. That's the best thing they should do. But I'm calling for more select men kakafa Dauda Ture, if I'm right. That man is one of the best men I know. Mo kendeba, bako bela mo kendeba man problem soto. Ube win sivakala. Abi win la back. Abi win la back. Bako dipito nyingo. Fem be win de ko la makoy. Fem ko be win la nyin député carte fo. Bako la député o le be win la bet. He is going to have the highest vote as per capita. Comme more near more country. What I'm saying here is there are consequences men and go water back. But Ford near mangala warote. But Abi win no mangala motakala. Abi win la back, I know it. Abi win la kendak. Ale carte of five coalition of Molie, many are they are part of the government. Near below pass drunk, they'll say yes. Near below on the back, yes. Yeah, country. Pam, 44 yes. Gelako no 7 out. Or 7 not a. How can you even more local when people are saying no? You cannot do that. You have to be a president of the country and of the parliament, of course. Near below pass, no. So you must have the majority representation. The majority of the parliamentarians should be your representatives. You can never become the Itakenal president. One day they'll just sit down, they say, vote of no confidence. You will draw 50 ko malla fila. 60 lebeje. 10 da malla fta. Ulum fane bobla president la fam. Ulum fane be acha. You are strip off. You're president from Bondibala. You carte folk. Yeah, people, if people don't know this, I should tell them. Of course, they know it. So Abolanyam. Yes, Asan Ture. Asan will win. Asan is going to win. Asan Ture Bagawi is going to win. Inshallah Rabbi. Bakaw Belalo, mo kendeba. Ibeba kat ninkeba. Ibeba kat rofaila. Yes. I'm campaigning for all the candidates. Many anko. Mole londi. Ni mole londi menanga masakunda kono. I'm campaigning for you. But you are not part of this government, then you are looking for our trouble because you are opposing us. Ila after ninga below pass drum, niko ten iko no. Ila no, keep saying no, but your no is not going to be effective because ntule besiala. Lamin jauna la baraka for working. So binta jam for la baraka, but nga tomorrow I'll come on radio also as well. I have not been on public medium for a long time now, but it was reasonable. So those of you who knew what I was on, well and good. Minimal on is not bad. It's just it's all about need to know basis. So that's all. But just to tell you that rumor that was going on Kafoko Army, many about the peacekeeping from Dafo, Masakunda Mejono, that was not true. Masakunda Julafang, in fact, more than what they were expecting. So they are very, very happy inside their hearts. I can tell you, if you have a family member who was part of the contingent that just disembarked from Sudan, call them and ask them. They'll tell you they received money, an amount of money that they were not thinking in their lives in recent times, as far as Yajeme was concerned. Because if Yah was around, they'll still go home with $700, if not less. But now, I'm not going to tell you the official figure. I have it, but they are very, very happy. I think some of them already married second wives. Anyway, They've got a lot of money in their hands. So that's that. Yeah, somebody was calling me. I'll call you back. So, Allah Barka Bake. I think this is Baba Galle. But which Baba Galle is this? So Allah Barka Bake, and I thank you all for watching this video. And I thank you all for also for sharing it also. Many are sharing, many are keno, so that we can have a wider audience. That's good. Allah Barka. So, Facebook Live and radio tamanga coming is something that we cannot live without it. No, we can live without it, of course. But it's good to come and tell people what we know. Yes, sir, there was no deduction from GAF Finance. Thank you very much. Okay? Solomon Kamara, thank you for that information. Yes, sir, there was no deduction from GAF Finance. That means finance and record of Gambia Armed Forces did not take any money from the soldiers. Yeah, I did not say this. I only told you that their money is being increased. But now, somebody has vindicated me that, in fact, and indeed, there was no deduction from their money as far as GAF Finance and Record was concerned. That is Finance and Record. You call it in that way. That's the accounting department of the army. So that's that. So bravo to coalition government. Bravo. Alia Katabaka. Soldiers are very, very happy with you. This is it. This is what they need. I feel like Sansan continuing right now. Well, they went with high spirit because they know they are coming with a lot of money. They can do things with this money. You know, a lot of things. So that's that. And finally, just to tell you, I'm trying to arrange the figure of how many university graduates we have in the army now and how many lawyers and in pilots. Ningo figure, so by the time I bring this figure, many lanko ika army gibe nyaming iba fala yara from Gambia army among easy. An army less than 9,000 people. If you can have lawyers there, we have lawyers. You have other university graduates of different caliber, economic sultan, funkolten, you know, medical, this thing, midwives, even doctors. At least 2 or 3 doctors there, at least. So for people to know that this army, they are not empty-headed. They are not empty-headed. No. You have all walks of life there. Even pilots, aeroplane engineers, certificated ones, they have their certificates. They can enter the plane now, ignite. Right now, the contingent commander in Darfur is a full pilot engineer. Yes, travel. Engineer Konkondemo, certified engineer. Abe Darfur Sansa is the contingent commander. It's in Darfur. Nimpilano Panda Sansa, wala kalo edu ko na ya be janjang ya sayanyama. Pilano malaita. Yes. Mbubu is a pilot. Abe army. Certified pilot. Certificated one. Mulko army give ka army you know fonko create le so the you think people think armies they are a bunch of idiots? No. They are equally educated like whoever you think of. Anyway, I'll just stop here until tomorrow when I come your way again. Allah Baraka Bake, thank you very much. So that's that. So ngamuto nya mo Allah Baraka Bake ngal kondo ngal tentu ngal jey Allah la moy kunyi makang ana la gibero kan ni min fana video sia. Allah Baraka Bake on this part of the world I think is 4 minutes to 11 and I have to make certain calls to certain people before I go to bed. That's that. I will not have you know it is important and it is imperative for me to come and make this video now. Otherwise I would have leave it until tomorrow because of the way things are now. I would have leave it until tomorrow, but I have just decided to do it now. At least tomorrow I'll come on the radio in one way or the other because there are 2 ways of coming on the radio. So even though I'm little bit technically handicapped these days, technically, but I'll still come in one way or the other so that I'll bring more things different from what I've said here also. And I can repeat what I've said here too, because the radio, of course, had a wider audience than Facebook Live. I know that. And now, I was surprised. I met many people somewhere who were telling me, I heard you talking on Fat Radio, this, and I was very, very happy. So now I know how many people used to listen to Fat Radio. It's too many. I know that now. I knew that from the 1st of March. Yes. I spoke to a lot of people, prominent people. If I mention their names here, people will start running. They'll say, no, no, no. Somebody, an elderly person, statesman, told me that he was listening to Fat Radio until his battery got flattened. Therefore, the only option left was to leave the phone charging at the same time using the battery, which is very, very bad. You are burning the battery, the acid, at the same time you are recycling it. This is, if you do battery theory anyway, you know it. I've done at least basic battery theory, so I know battery theory. I know that in the army, thank God to Captain Kinte, who taught me about battery theory before the Nigerians came. Captain Kinte, I think, if he's here and listening to me now, he's in USA. Thank you very much. Until I come your way again, this is Fofana saying goodbye. Allah baraka. But don't be tired of looking at my ugly face anyway. Till tomorrow. Bye.